Hello, collective. Hello, hello, hello. So, I'm going to do things a little different this go around. I always ask Spirit, what message do I need to deliver to certain signs? So, let's focus on what we need to do to better ourselves. Okay. So, some of us, we've been through so much, so many trials and tribulations. Some have been through um, many trials and tribulations longer than others. And I feel as though if you've been going through a continuous loop of the same type of cycles, like as far as lovers, um, continuous toxic cycles with family members, it's time for you to really take a look at why does this keep happening? Where do I fit it in the equation? Because some of us, we make impulsive decisions. Some of us, we want to help people more than we are supposed to help them. Because when you help people, you got to understand that, you can only help them to a certain degree. If you keep helping someone and keep helping them, you're only making them codependent to your energy. You're only making them want to call you more and more to do the work for them instead of them doing it for themselves. So I asked Spirit out of my Angel's deck, what card should I focus on? And he gave me the Ace of Swords. Some of you guys, you have overcame these obstacles with faith that everything will work out, and you had no one. You focused on what it was that you needed to do to heal yourself and to stop these cycles. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you ended up communicating clearly and consciously about what it was that you were no longer putting up with. You're not doing that anymore. You're not letting people treat you how they used to, you know? And I feel like you remained objective. Some of you guys, you have some type of truth. You have found some type of truth out when it came to certain situations. Family members, lovers, friends. You have found out a truth. And it's time for you to stand on that. Because the spring is here. You've learned the lesson, and it's time for you to reap the benefits. You have harvested and planted that seed because you don't want to go through that anymore. So every lesson that you've learned from all these different people and these different cycles, it's time for you to apply that to your life and understand that you're going to be tried again. Someone's going to see if they can, a new person can come in and see if they can do this again to you. And it's time for you to apply that pressure. So I asked Spirit with my guidance deck, because I use my guidance deck to give guidance and focus on certain things. He gave me divine abundance. It says you were born to align with love's will. Follow the tail and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. That is dealing with the runner chaser. Let me tell you something. A lot of people, we have misguided our own selves, not understanding that we are the gift. You know why you are the gift? Because after everything that you have been through, you did not let these people, places, or things close your heart off. You still love genuinely. And people, do you know that that is some people's mission to make you close your heart off? No. If you are a light worker, if you are a Reiki healer, if you are an intuitive person, if you are an empath, if you are a healer, if you are a star seed, a sun seed, a galactic being, it's not meant for you to close your heart off. It's meant for you to know who does not deserve you and who does. I didn't know a long time ago that when I got this tattoo, and it's a shooting star, I got this tattoo because I seen 2 shooting stars in one night. I made a wish. I wished for my son because I was with the person that I spent the longest relationship with, which was almost 6 years with. I wished for my son, and I got him. So, not knowing all along that my son's father, when we did stop dealing with each other, that he was doing love spells on me. I kept wondering, like, why am I constantly chasing him to be in love with me, to do this to me? The whole time he was trying to humiliate me. He was trying to insult my intelligence because he knew. So this is what he would do. He would want to fight. He would do things because he knew that I was an empath and that I had a soft heart. So he would do things to hurt me intentionally. Okay? It took me a long time to understand that I needed to cut him out because the purpose was done. Some people, we have karmic children, karmic fathers, karmic baby fathers. And I myself, I have karmic baby fathers. I'm not ashamed to say it because those were lessons that I had to learn. And at this point, I had to learn to be abundant and not chase them to be in their children's life. That was one of the lessons that I learned. I have 3 children. I never knew anything about spirituality until maybe 2-3 years ago. So it's always a greater purpose. When you meet someone, 9 times out of 10, if you're different, you're the catalyst for them to grow and change. And these people may run from that because they're not used to it. After you grow, you learn how to protect yourself and you learn the lessons, they are going to know that your spirit team don't play with you. Once you do things about the book and overcome these obstacles, trust me, the divine is not going to bother. It's not going to let nobody do anything to you unless you're not doing things by the book. And this goes back to divine abundance. You are a god or a goddess. And you need to know that you were born with love. You were born to align with love's will. You were meant to be a loving person. Don't let something that you went through in the past change who you are as a person. Because that's not what's supposed to happen. And that's something that I had to learn. I went through I just gave up in love at one point for a long time. Then I was low vibrational. I totally understood when I woke up that I was self-sabotaging myself based off the trauma and pain that I went through in my past situationships and relationships. So I just started being a side chick. I'm not ashamed to tell anyone that. Because guess what? Now, it's over with. You can't touch me. You can't come in my energetic field if I know you're not a genuine person. If I know that you don't have good means for my life, why would I let you come in my life? And I know that I'm a star seed. I know that I'm chosen. Everything in your life happens for a reason. I've always been very empathetic. I've went to people's funerals that I didn't know and I cried. That's how you know you are an empath, because you are pulling in the energy of everyone around you. So, yeah, we're finding out the truth and the clarity about who we truly are. And it's time to stand on it. So I asked Spirit, what signs needed to know this? Pisces, Leo. Leo, you are a sun seed. You are the illumination. You are the light in the dark. Pisces, this is the spiritual card. Pisces is the most spiritual sign of the deck. You are the fishes. You are the go with the flow energy. You're the intuitive sign, third eye activation. Take what resonates, you guys.